example of?
of well, in advanced critical thinking. Do you have any example for that? Any do you have a story to tell?
Do I have a story to tell?
Yeah,
It's like
for-
asking
for-
the sun if it's got rays to shine.
That's right.
There are lots of stories, but
Yeah.
but again, critical how to give you a critical thinking skill pattern. Okay, let me pick up on one, since we haven't answered the first question anyway already, and since we're digressing and we haven't focused on finishing the question, and we are now off to the next one. The ability to make a decision between, say, your career. What would you like to do? Let's get live as personal. Robin, you're a television host, are you?
Yes,
Yeah.
online.
Online television host.
Yeah,
And
okay.
still, that's something.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Okay.
And you like what you do,
That's right.
don't you?
That's right.
And about 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Or probably one of the biggest online host channel there is.
Biggest in terms of like you put on a lot of weight, or
No.
No.
I mean in terms of audience and
Right.
in terms of content.
What kind of numbers are you talking about when you say biggest?
Well, maybe a billion.
A billion people. Wow,
Yeah.
I don't think even Facebook has a billion people.
Well, I hope to challenge that.
You hope to challenge that. And do you have a way that you think you would challenge that? Why would a billion people want to listen to your...
I don't know. I have no idea. It was just something that came to my mind that why not, have,
Yeah.
have something to challenge myself and
So it's an emotional goal. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have a particular path that you've actually etched out to
no,
get there.
no, not really. It's just,
So unless you etch out this path to get to a billion people, which is, by the way, just to help you, it's 1,000 million, just to let you know.
Yeah.
You have 1 million so far?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Going to.
Going to? Okay,
Yeah.
good. So how are you going to etch the path to 1 million so that we can do it 1,000 times?
Well, that's a good question.
You see the point?
Yes.
Okay. So now what I'm doing is a very simple part of this 34 technique, 34 thinking patterns way of thinking. I'm asking you and clarifying details. It's a simple thing, a simple process, but nobody does it for us. And everybody who does it in a very mean way, in a very bad way. Look, really, how are you going to do that? I don't think it's possible. Da, 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 da. And they'll sound a little bit like your wicked witch from the West, ex-wife or something like this. So you sound very, very bad. At that point, you close up and you don't want to talk to that person anymore, and you go off into a fantasy. And so this is what I mean by living in a world of fantasy as opposed to reality. So slowly I bring you back from, it's a lovely fantasy, by the way, and I hope you get it.
Yeah.
You will get it. But when you reach that, to turn it from fantasy to reality, you have to take concrete steps. So first of all, we need to come up to where we are. So you saw, without asking you directly where you are, I found out where you are, and excuse me, we're less than 1 million people now. So we need to bring our numbers up a little bit more, and we need an executable plan. By executing this plan, we know we have to do this 1,000 times, or in 1,000 multiple platforms, and so on and so forth. So by the time you finish this, you now have a business plan for your company, or your expansion, or your ability to be able to get a glass of water, help you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
And folks, we're going to take a break right now. Speaking about a glass of water,
Yeah.
with Dr. Mel Gill in just a moment. And thank you for watching for the National Quiz Choice. I say hi to and just wait a while.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
So sorry, man.
No, you got to. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect it to